up, YouTube? This is Jay Jeter, and I'm back with another review. This time I have Warbotron's fourth figure in their Bruticus line of Warbotron bots. No official name is given to this thing, but it's just called Warbotron, which is the company name. Well, I'm guessing is their name of their figure's name, but it's the Warbotron 01. It's their D figure named Whirlwind, and it comes in the standard Warbotron box. You got this gray lined out slip cover right here, and you got this grayed out image of Warbotron of their Bruticus right here. On the side, you got the Warbotron. On the back, you got some more of that artwork, which is going to become the giant collage. And that's it for the slip cover, and you just take it on off. And you have the box that the figure comes in, and a nice window display, which will be right here. And you can see is Warbotron 01-D set, and you name Whirlwind. You got that same artwork, but in color and detail right there. You can see them, very nice. On the sides, nothing. In the back, you get pretty much that lined out art with the vehicle mode, robot mode. And you got here on the side his little stat, Whirlwind, his designation number, his rank is Sergeant. This should be Sergeant. He's a Martial Master Action Team in the Armed Forces of the Warbotron. So English not their first language, from what I understand from all the vendors who have a hard time trying to communicate with these guys. So yeah, got my Catch or Prey. So yeah, thank you, Catch or Prey, for this figure, and off the box goes to the Phantom Zone. And here we got Whirlwind in his coming in package itself. He comes packaged in robot mode, and he is a very, very nice figure. Very awesome, as you can see. Nice figure, coming with these propeller blades that also double as swords. Just gonna take a look at those right quick before we get into anything else. He comes with 4 of them, so all 4 of the blades on his back, they come off and they come with swords. You can, like you just seen, you can peg into his hand, and he holds them quite nicely. And all you gotta do is just plug them into the back of the propeller right there, like so. Nice. Also come with these 2 guns that do come off. They're just pegged in. These slots right here, and they do have like a little handle. You can get it out. That becomes a. I'm not sure. I think he can't really hold these very well. And it comes unpegged out like that. I'm not sure. Put them in, probably put them in the sides right here. Everybody trying that, so you can put him in his side of his forearms. He can't hold it in his hand. The peg is too short, but I guess you can hold it to his wrist up like that. Have him hold it somewhat. But yeah, pretty much go into the side of his forearms. Give him some forearm blasters. But I pretty much leave him on his shoulders. He comes with this gun right here. It does not. It goes to his hand, but it doesn't really peg in securely. It's kind of loose in his hand, and you can switch the peg around. And this one holds a little bit better, but I think it was meant to come sit in this hand because it has the little ridges and stuff for the kind of gun handle, but it doesn't. It's basically kind of loose, so I pretty much use this one. And it's a pretty big gun. It transforms to the front of his helicopter mode, which has like mixed feelings about that. Kind of a ridiculously huge gun. I wish they could have made more of this into the body of the figure, but for whatever reason they chose not to. He also comes with this little baggie with this little part right here. Not sure what this is for. If you know what this is for, let me know in the comments below. It also comes with these 2 little clear pieces. From what I understand, take out the propeller blades, you can take these little tabs on the side of the blades and plug it in like so, like that. One on each side. And you can give him some kind of like death murder weapons. You can peg it into his forearm like that. You can kind of claw weapon. It's up to you, or you can just put them together and store on his back like that. They don't say what to use it for in the instructions. They just there. But this is what I've seen in other videos and photos on the internet. It's up to you what you want to do with that. And he also comes with his third-party collector's card with that same artwork in the front of the box. On the back, you have little tech specs. And he comes with an instruction sheet, which I seem to have misplaced. But there's not much to that. It's not no comic book. I don't think it was a comic book on it. It just showed the transformation, so not really missing anything there. But he does come with an instruction sheet, which I don't know where I put it. But let's get to the figure. He looks very nice. His head sculpt looks much like Vortex's. Only thing is Vortex had red eyes in the show, and he had, I'm not sure if he had silver mouth. I think he did have his hair was all the same color, so this is pretty much accurate. I know the sculpt is accurate for sure. Very, very G1 sculpt. Wish you would have gave him red translucent, but yeah, what they gonna do. And you can see he does have a lot of translucent plastic, like on his guns right here. You got the cockpit chest right there, propeller blade right here. You'll see more of in the transformation. So yeah. So this, you put this back in. And as far as articulation goes, you get the standard articulation. Here's on the ball joint. You can look up, look down, look left and right. There's no head bobble side to side. And you can go around 360 if you choose to do that. Light piping is awesome on it. So this dude go around 360. He goes out at the shoulder. Then it's at the elbow, 90 degrees. Rotates at the elbow, just above the elbow. Has a wrist swivel. Semi-articulated hands, which open like so, close like that. Does have a waist rotation. Front skirts do move up, but so much. I wish they had done something like this on Airburst, their blast off, but they did not. Goes out at the leg like so, goes backwards on a ratchet, go all the way back. Gotta hurt with the skirt piece up, and he can go forward at the leg. Here's a 90-degree knee. Rotates at the mid thigh. Has no ankle tilt, but he has foot pivot because the toes are on a ball joint, and they do go up and down. And let's go ahead and get into a quick size comparison. But first, one thing, let's go ahead and just put his blades back on. One more thing before we get out the size comparison. Again, these little pieces right here, they do store away. Found out that this side of his gun does have panels on it that do open up. You get your fingernail in there, you can grab onto that. Pop this open. Take a little piece, you can store it in here. It has some little storage for that. Or you can just put them in a little baggie and put them back in the box. These things are not really needed, just like an option for you for as far as weapons goes. And it closes up semi well. I might end up just putting it back in the box, but that's an option for you. And that's what I do. I probably put it back in the box, and it does that on both sides. So right there, right there. So it's up to you, whatever you're comfortable with. It pegs in better with it out. So just in case you don't want to lose this panel or lose the little plastic parts, I'll just put it back in the plastic bag. And let's get into a little quick size comparison. Let's bring in the rest of his teammates. If we can get him on in shot, we want to try. There we go. You can see they look good together. They all size real well together. Brawl, he looks the scrawniest of the all, even though he's a tank. He got some big legs and everything, but his upper body is kind of a little bit more slender than I would like it to have been. Like I said, and here he is with iGear Starscream, the new secret mode, and here he is with Hegemon Megatron with his foot extensions on. So yeah, he sizes up pretty nice with all your classic inspired Transformers. He's not really, he doesn't fit well into Masterpiece as far as my opinion is. He doesn't fit into the Masterpiece aesthetic, but some people just want to throw him in Masterpiece just because there are pretty big bots and stuff like that. But as you can see, as far as the third party Voyagers and stuff like that goes, they fit pretty much in scale with them. So that's why I'm gonna keeping them with. If you're going to size comparison with current Hasbro offerings, they're gonna be humongous compared to them. But some people are like kind of desperate for Masterpiece, so they're gonna throw him in with Masterpiece because they want Masterpiece combiners and stuff like that. Just because he's big doesn't mean he's Masterpiece. Doesn't fit that Masterpiece aesthetic at all. He doesn't look. He looks more like a reimagining of Vortex, just like all the rest of them do, which pretty much is classics. And that's a reimagining of the G1 characters. And a few things to watch out for as far as QC. You see, I already got stress marks in my canopy on this translucent paint. And there has been lots and lots of problems with this translucent, not paint, but translucent plastic. I have seen someone on Facebook that their air burst just snapped off right here at the translucent canopy and everything. So it snapped off about right there on the translucent canopy. So yeah, translucent plastic probably was not the best thing to use for these, or they probably should have got stronger translucent plastic. I know my aerial bots have translucent plastic on their canopies, and none of them have suffered any breakage whatsoever. I would never have heard anyone complain about the translucent canopies on the TFC aerial bots. So that's something to watch out for. Yeah, Warbotrons, they did some good figures, but some of the QC issues and the plastic and stuff getting stressed out and breaking too easily has very damaged their reputation so far. And I have heard
about their onslaught, fierce attack. So monsters coming in, whenever Catch a Prey gets theirs in, and I'm very frightened about that. So yeah, he has nice and molded details on him, and nice paint where paint is applied. Like I said, these look some fabulous standalone figures, but as far as like QC and goes, it's kind of like a crapshoot. So let's go ahead and get a transformation. It's gonna go into vehicle mode. If you want, you can take these things off. You can take these off if you want to, but I choose to keep them on. You pretty much can transform him with no problem with them on. First thing we're gonna do is back with his forearms. Open these panels right here. Flip his hands in. Leave these panels open. Flip in the hand. I'm going to raise this up from his chest, and it's going to go in front of his face. And you're going to grab the back, lift this up, and you're going to grab this whole back section right here. You unpeg it from right there, and it's on this double hinge joint. And you're going to bring it up on the hinge, and you're going to bring it back down around his head. And it's a little bit of tight fit, so don't worry about it. It doesn't scratch your the head scope up of your figure.
And you got these two tabs right here that was tapping into the back. They're gonna tab into his shoulders up here. These two slots. So you're gonna bring it up around the head. Bring this down a little bit. You're gonna tab it in. Then you're gonna take this front section, got these two tabs right here. It's gonna tab in right there like so. Bam. Bring this down out the way. Next, what you're gonna do is leave your shoulder right here, and you're gonna rotate at this portion right here. Both sides. And that's that for now. Next, you're gonna grab them right here, and you're gonna bring this whole lower section up, and it's going to, you're gonna feel a little tab in, hear a little click. Next, what you're gonna do, go ahead and bring these feet down and bring these heels down, like so. Now on the back, you're gonna rotate these tail fins down like this. Bring them all the way around and down. You're gonna bring them out. Next, you're gonna take these panels on his leg, bring it up and bring it out and up on this hinge. And he's gonna go against his upper body. So we bring it out, go up, like so. And you're going to, first you're going to rotate this section right here. You rotate that. Then you're going to take his feet and you're going to rotate them back the way they was at. Like so. So you're going to line all these lines up. These panel lines. That's all going to line up together. Same thing other side. Rotate that. Hold that together. Rotate the bottom portion. Now you're going to hit pick the legs together, like so. Make sure that's all tabbed together. And you're going ahead and bring this panel right here down. Got these two tabs right here, the holes. Peg that in. They don't really stay in all that secure. Next, you're going to flip this fin down. Down. You got these two fins right here. They're gonna tab together. There's three little small tabs in here that's gonna tab on together. And a little trick, a tip, or whatever, don't put them in real tight. Just do it ever so loosely because it's a pain in the butt trying to get these things untabbed. It is a pain. So you might have to use a screwdriver or some kind of tool to pry it apart. So that's a little tip for you. You can plug them in all the way. They do plug in all the way just fine, but just a little tip for you to get it unpegged. I wouldn't peg them in so tight together. So there you go. So peg the legs together. Leave this fin loosely pegged so you can just get it undone. Get little guns up. Next you're gonna do, go back to the front section. You're gonna take these arms right here, and you're going to rotate them again at the second joint, at the elbow joint, and it's going to, these two tabs right here can go slot into this open space right here. So they don't really peg in per se, but they just go into these slots to help hold this connection together, and they do very well, like so. Nope. I'm gonna peg that back in, bring it around. Now almost done. Next, you're gonna grab this gun. Make sure the handle is in. Then you're going to rotate this section all the way around, like so. And this peg right here is going to peg in to right here underneath. And flip down the landing gear. And there you have him in his chopper mode. And
It's a nice looking chopper mode, nice little attack copter. Kind of remind me of Airwolf, even though it's not the exact same helicopter, but the same idea. An attack chopper. Looks very nice. Got the little missiles painted tips right there. Got the guns right here, and got the big old cannon up front. So yeah. And it does spin around very nicely. And nice little details on it. You can't open the cockpit up, but like I said, got the little stress mark, so be careful when opening it up. And the thing is, man, I don't know why it's stressed out like this, because there's nothing really stressing this joint right here, because this cockpit doesn't really tab in, it just sits in and held together by friction. So there's nothing pegging it in. So the only thing I can guess is that this pin that they got going through here is probably too thick or something like that. Is that it's stressing out the clear plastic. So yeah, it's a nice helicopter, like I said. Nice details. Nice detailing on him. Very good inside the cockpit. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but it does have like little seats. There's 2 seats right there. Very nice. Propeller blades do spin around, but they do hit the back rotors when you do spin it. Depending on where you got it, they kind of like get each other's way a little bit. So I guess if it was a real helicopter, this thing actually did function. I guess they would be timed in a way that they miss each other, I guess. So if you assemble this like a maintenance crew and they get the timing all wrong, this thing can get some serious damage going. So yeah. Size comparison time. And here is the group shot of them in vehicle mode. And you can see of combining like this, things are not going to be in scale. Scale is just a thing that's thrown out the window with these guys. So it's something to be left to the imagination, that these things are vehicles that are different sizes and stuff like that combine to be a well-proportioned combiner, when things like a space shuttle should be bigger than all of these, you know. So but they do look nice together. All together they do look nice, you know, and they're shaping to be like a nice set, a nice classics style Bruticus. All right, now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and get to combined mode. Show you the supposed limb mode. Don't have the combined hand. All comes with their onslaught. So put landing gear up. First thing you want to do. Next, what you're going to do is split this. Let it first. As let's go ahead and we're going to flip the combiner port down like so. If it's going to come down, there you go, nice and tight. And that kind of scary because this plastic was like had a lot of, I can't even see me. Why I didn't say something? But yeah, this plastic right here, while I bring this down, the plastic, this purple plastic had a lot of give to it. So we'll see how that held up over time. Next, what you're gonna do is go ahead and untab these. You're just gonna rotate. Well, before you do that, just go ahead and pop this up. You're gonna partially transform it back to robot. So out the way, bring these down. So let's rotate these like that. Bring these back down. So tab these together. Well, I'll bring these feet up like that. Bring these down. Bring this around. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna take these feet, keep them down, you're gonna rotate them around like this, and it's kind of scary because it's kind of tight. You're gonna bring this up and flip it up like that. You got it?
All right, same thing other side. Going to take that. Gonna flip this up. It's kind of scary because it's kind of tight, a little bit tight. So for stress problems, so fold these fins up. You're gonna bring it back up to the side, like you got in leg mode. You're gonna tab the legs back together. You don't want to push on this because it's thin plastic, so you're gonna bring these apart like so and push like that. Tap them together. And you bring them around, and there you have his arm. Well, not finished yet. Kind of like this, and you're going to bring the wing back down like you got him in hook out the mold, and then you're supposed to rotate. This thing's gonna pop out. You're gonna rotate this around like so. If you want, you can close these up. Just close these panels up. I think you're supposed to. Yeah, you're supposed to anyway. So close the panels up, rotate these around like that. This is the official transformation for this, people. Excuse me. Put this gun back in. That's the official transformation of that part. So yeah, there you go. This is supposed to be the arm mode for this guy. So yeah, you get elbow joint. If you want, you can take these damn things out, throw them somewhere else. I don't know. So it's supposed to have, it's gonna be an elbow right here, right next to the arm joint, which I kind of hate about this figure. That the armpit and the elbow is like right next to each other, which is kind of ridiculous. He has no bicep. So like that, joint. Or you can just rotate it around. You can use this side right here. You get a double bend elbow. And the hand is supposed to plug in right here. So we'll see more of that once we combine mode together. And to go from robot back to robot from here, we're almost there, halfway done. So split the legs. Get them split. There you go. One thing I don't like these panels right here because they don't really tab in securely. They come out very easily, and you pretty much gotta use these fins right here to pretty much hold them in from being all fiddly. So rotate the waist. Bring the feet back down. Again. Rotate it. Down, rotate it. Heels up. Combiner port back in. It's gonna fall out. Going to take this front end out. Bring lower body down. Bring front section down. This does not tab in anywhere, it just sits there due to gravity. Rotate the arms, bring this down, open this panel back up, flip out the hand, set the other side. Close that up. He got a little beanie. You leave him like this if you want to. And you just take that and tab it and bring it down on the double hinge and tab back in his back. Bring this panel down, sits flush against his back. And there you pretty much have him. You have him in robot mode, unweaponed, unarmored, unarmed. I mean, so yeah. Like I said, he's a good figure. He looks great. From a design wise, he looks awesome, looks amazing. A nice reimagining of the Combaticon Vortex. Only issues I have with him is just some engineering choices, such as these panels on his leg, which he would have stayed in a little bit better. the gun doesn't hold in, the main gun doesn't hold into his hand very securely. The plastic tolerance, the clear plastic, and that's pretty much about it. That's the main problem about these Warbotron guys, is the quality of the plastics and stuff, especially the translucent plastic. If they had made that a little bit stronger, or found some way to reinforce that, I think it would have made a better figure. And not even with the translucent plastic, it's some of the plastic period. They feel great, but it's like a lot of stress marks, complaints of stress marks all over the place on these figures. And yeah, I don't know why, but they do look great. They look awesome. Transformation is very intuitive. It's not hard at all to transform these guys or figure it out, because I had my other figures sitting around for a while, and I picked them right back up, and I was able to get back to transformation again, no problems. So yeah, man, it's been Jay Jeter. I do recommend getting it. He's a nice figure. If you can deal with the stress marks and stuff, nothing has like totally broken except for the canopies and stuff like that, which is kind of unexcusable. So I recommend getting it because it's a nice figure, but proceed with caution. So be careful with this figure. It's not a figure you can manhandle and stuff like that. You got to treat this thing with like care. So I mean, so far I like how the individual box look, the combined mode. I'm kind of iffy on it. We'll see how it looks in person. Online pictures are looking better, so hopefully it looks even more better in person. So this has been Jay Jeter. Thank y'all for watching, and stay tuned for more